Hey guys, welcome back to EverQuest, the Hero's Journey. We're here on our now level 10 Shadowknight Rogue Shaman. When we had our last session, we finished up in Blackborough. From there, I went to the bazaar and sold off a bunch of junk. Picked up a couple spells, I think. I'm not sure, maybe not. And then I wanted to make a trip to Gnolls here to see about turning in some quest items. I noticed Captain Tillin, who takes the Gnolls, is, you can see up here, he's actually dubious to me. Excuse me. So what I've done is I put some Gnolls in the trade window, hit sneak. Sneak isn't active. It says you're as quiet as a cat stalking its prey. And he's conning indifferent. You're quiet as a herd of elephants. So now he's conning dubious. So I don't know why it's... Hang on. Elephants. I'll wait until it says I'm like a cat and that he cons indifferent and try to give him these things and see what happens. I did try to hail him. Quiet as a cat. Okay, indifferent. Alright. That worked. So we were able to turn in some Gnolls. That was sweet. +3 Gnolls guards, +1. Alright, we're losing Rogue and Corrupt Guard faction, but we're gaining experience. I don't know how much we got there. We're at 11% for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can try doing that again. It's kind of... Alright, it says he's still indifferent, so I think when I don't know, let's see if this works. I don't know why it didn't work with the other guy. Maybe I was just doing something. 11%. Yeah, okay, this is terrible. Okay, so it's kind of pointless. On some of the other EverQuest emulated servers, Gnolls get you some nice experience. Here it seems like we're not even actually getting experience, right? It's just faction. Just faction and these moonstones, which we can go hand into McNeil for some Blackborough Stout. Try doing that. I don't remember what the plus faction or negative faction is for turning in the moonstones to McNeil. Here. I think some of these guys are rogue guys. Indifferent. Think indifferent. Indifferent. Okay. Yeah. McNeil. What's he con? Dubious. Alright, so he doesn't like me very much. Let's try Moonstone. 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 Hit sneak. Oh, it didn't work. Wonder if hide works. Indifferent. Oh, hide works too, I guess. That's actually decent. Corona residents, guards, priests of life, knights of thunder. Huh. Alright. So we got some beer. It says he's still indifferent, so now he's dubious. I'll hide. Indifferent. Alright. Got a little bit of faction there. Alright, so what I was gonna go do, and I actually might be able to hand these in, is hit up the cleric slash paladin guild and try to turn in these items. So let's cut to that. All right, so we are in North Kinos at the, I don't know, spaceship? Kind of looks like a flying saucer or something. Which is where the paladins and clerics have their trainers. These guys don't like me very much. They are dubious. But that's nothing new. So I'll probably have to try the sneak and or hide trick. Hopefully when I pop in there, I don't get, there's no like kill on sight guys in there. Let me see some. If I go sneak, hide, hidden from view, that's good. Sneak, quiet, okay, alright. So Priestess Calria, if I remember right, is the one we want. Calria, I don't even know if I can get behind, I guess from the side, it's okay. It says indifferent. If I don't know how this works. Definitely give her these, right? It says only entrusted by our most loyal members, and she's dubious to me. If I sneak, maybe, I think you have to be like amiably or something, so this might not work. So at least one source I looked at said apprehensive or better, and if I'm indifferent when I sneak and hide, that should work. No, that didn't work. That's indifferent. I don't know. Try this one. Why is she looking at me? Stop looking at me. So dubious. It says I'm quiet. Jump up here maybe. Can I get up there? Alright, so I'm indifferent. That worked. Alright. She orb. Why did she give it back? Still dubious. She's looking at me. Stop looking at me. Here, take this. Alright, she gave it back. Stop looking at me. Alright, well, for some reason she still doesn't want the diseased pelts, but she'll take the fleshy orbs. If I hide. No. Oh, so what am I supposed to do with those fleshy orbs that she gave back? Odd tumor returned. Alright, so I did look up the diseased wolf pelt, and it should go to Priestess Calria. It seems like on this server you need higher than apprehensive faction to turn it in, so maybe what's one above indifferent amiable, and I don't know if that's ever going to happen with these guys. I also looked at what to do with these fleshy orbs that she returned, and apparently you can give it to Magician GM in Freeport, West Freeport. I have no idea what my faction is going to be like with those guys. However, doesn't look like there's a faction requirement, so I should be able to pull that off with just sneak or hide. So what I'm going to do is TP to the bazaar. And I don't think I've included in a previous video using the I don't even know what they call him. The translocator, teleporter, the map guy. There's a guy, and he will send you places if you ask him nicely. He's in the center building here, which I think is like the merchant building or something they call it. This guy, the Terrell, the translocator. So if we talk to him, I want to attune the map to Antonica, and I want to go to West Freeport. And then he says the map has been attuned to West Freeport. So I think I click on it. Yep. And I get a little pop-up that says, would you like to travel to Freeport? I'll travel for myself. Here we go. Hopefully nothing hates me enough to kill me here. Okay, we're actually pretty close to where are we? Oh yeah, right by the Hog Collars Inn. I want to go to the Caster Guild, which is over here, I think. Yes, down there. All right, what do these guys think of me? Indifferent. That's good. What about these guys? Dubious. Okay. Let me see. We need to find Lorm Tredor. Let's see. I've noticed that don't seem to be getting experience for any of the quest turn-ins I'm doing, so maybe it's just a waste of time to be doing quests on this server, unless you like really need the faction. I think we need a bigger sample size to see if there's actual experience gain from quests, though. Is he gonna be outside or inside lore? I know this is the magician stuff here. Maybe he's upstairs. What's over here? Opal. Dark probably hates me. Yep, dubious. This guy, right over here. Him. Dubious. Alright, perfect. Let's go give him this. And we'll do sneak. Cat. Alright, that worked. Fine Steel Legendary. 1020. Oh, Blast of Cold? What? Nice. Hey, stop looking at me. I have another one for you. Stop looking at me. Double Fine Steel Scimitar Legendary 1024. This one, Blast of Cold. So very nice. At the very least, we're gonna have our pet use that. Which one's better? Is this? This is 828. 1020. This is like 100 times better. 828, 1024. Yeah. So yeah. Maybe I'll use those. Yeah. Take that. Yeah, maybe I'll just use them. Since I don't seem to need a slashing weapon for backstabbing. Alright. Cool. Wow. Sweet. Alright, let's pause the video and find something to do next. Alright. Alright, so I took a quick trip to the bazaar. In the bazaar, there's a reagents merchant that you can buy various reagents from, including bone chips. So they actually have an unlimited supply of bone chips. Then I gated back to Kinos, and I want to talk to this guy. This guy does the Kinos version of the bone chips quest. Actually, I'm gonna have a hard time doing this because my bags are... didn't think about that. Gotta get rid of one of these. I don't think I can drop it. Huh. Okay. So we talked to him. And we'll see. I wish to join our cause. Wish to join our cause. Maybe he won't give it to me. Maybe he doesn't like me enough. Crush the undead, I think is the... let me see. Yeah, crush the undead. And it's supposed to work if you're dubious or better. Maybe then crush the undead. Wish to join a cause. Okay, well, I guess that idea is a bust. That quest is supposed to give Cleric and Paladin faction, but sacrifice some of the Shadowknight faction. Okay, back to the drawing board. Alright, so decided to come back to Blackburrow and see if we can't snag another snake fang or two. So we'll find our way down. Probably avoid the gray cons, which I guess would be green cons. The ones that don't give experience. And having leveled up and got a bunch of spells and abilities, that's a lot. To be able to try and, or to remember to use all this stuff, like mashing backstab, but I've also got the Shaman spells and the Shadowknight spells. There we go, this guy. I forgot him. Need to be using my pickpocket, hide, sneak macro. How are we doing on experience? 50% of the way through level 10. Can we gain alternate advancement points at this point? Do 50% and see what happens. Doesn't look like it. I'll leave it at 50%. Enchanted spear. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I just teleported here from the bazaar and then left, just kind of didn't bother doing the instance thing, so it's possible like somebody else might come in here. You're just wrecking stuff now. Oh, this place has gotten easy. I'd like to see if I can get some more armor though, and definitely want to try and get. Oh, I got a hat. We got a hat. Backstab up to 20 something, 21-ish. Man. Well, the Shaman does have slow. I think drowsy or something at this level, but there's absolutely no point in using it right now. Stuff is just dying. Enchanted Rusty Knuckles. They don't do anything. 624. That's 8. Alright, we will. Alright, so we took a quick trip to the bazaar, sold some stuff, picked up some spells. There's a couple that I can't use yet for level 11. There's a charisma buff. I did get the slow, the shaman slow, and then I think turtle skin is level 11 as well. It's just a increased AC buff. Why am I not able to do that? Empty. Looks like my Snake Fang is actually getting close to being maxed. Scrawny, Elite Null Guard. Alright. Guess I can get pickpocket scopes off of mobs that don't give experience. Oh, Snake Fang leveled up. Let's take a look at it. Still says used in trade skills 1027. So I guess that was kind of a waste. What I have is better. And 1024 plus proc on it. I guess 1020, that's better than this. I'm gonna give it to the pet. What else can we level up? Throw in there. Maybe the sleeves, I guess. Sure. Level up those sleeves. Oh, what do we get? Enchanted Rusty Knuckles. Alright, there's those snakes. Snake Fang, Snake. Okay, actually, there's not much point to being here and pursuing the Snake Fangs since they're not an upgrade. Probably get some armor, experience, but just be like random. Wonder if we can take out the bigger guys. New title. Alright. Hunter of Beasts. Yes. We are now a hunter of beasts. Snake meat. Alright. Maybe we'll make us some pickled snake or snake steaks. That sounds good. Where is it? Over here. Yeah. There's a room over there, I think, with like the higher level guys. Guardsmen. No guardsmen, no scoutsman documents? What is that? Hopefully we don't get ourselves killed here. At least, there's usually like 4 or 5 of them in here. Yellow, 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 red. Alright, well, we'll start with this guy, I guess. Yellow. Come on. Might have to throw a harm touch on him. Hopefully we can get... Come on. Yep. Alright. Level 11. Hopefully we don't get ourselves killed here. We are taking the commander down. Throw a second. Tainted Breath. Did I get it on there? Non-resist. Nuke him. Life tap maybe. Well, that was a lucky level up. I think I was in trouble there. Alright, man, Killing Spree is just so powerful. Tainted Breath is ticking for 17. Oh, we got ourselves a neck piece. Enchanted golden earring. Studded leather collar enchanted. Studded leather collar regular. Okay, no, we're gonna use the enchanted one for sure. Yep. This is junk. What is 2 strength, 2 stamina, 5 AC, 5 hit point. Yeah. Alright. Not bad. How's this doing? 69%. Let's see, let me go back and look at when we leveled up to 11. Let's grab these spells here. Turtle Skin, Burst of Strength, Clinging Darkness, Tainted Breath, Sicken. Probably time to get rid of Burst of Flame, right? Why is this not working? When I right click on that. I thought I was able to do that before. I don't like that. Throw Clinging Darkness there. And then Turtle Skin. What is this? Turtle Skin should replace our Scale Skin buff. So we're at 208 AC. 213 AC. Alright, throw it on the pet too. Okay. Then we got Burst. I really don't like that I can't click that. Hopefully logging out and back in will fix it. Burst of Strength, I'm not positive. 20 Strength, 20 Dex, 7 AC. I think this is an upgrade from Fleeting Fury. We'll see. Alright, so Fleeting Fury, it's right there. Let's see if this overrides Fleeting Fury. Burst of Strength. Yes, did. Okay, give Pat this. There you go, Pat. Alright. Well, not much. I'm not sure there's much else we can get here aside from the random armor drops. Did I do? What is that? What is that? Gnoll chain coat. 8 AC. I could level that up to be better. I don't know. Maybe I'll hang on to that. Maybe power it up after the sleeves if I. Hello. There should be another pack of higher level ones up there. More Gnoll fangs. Alright, let's see what we get. Hopefully we don't get like 10 of them. Alright, so we'll do Clinging Dart. I can't see him. Hang on. Clinging Darkness. Sicken. Tainted Breath. I don't think I got Tainted Breath off. Come on. There we go. Alright, Clinging Darkness. Darkness. Man. Sicken. Tainted Breath. Oh, got another title. Hunter of Gnolls. Yep, we'll take it. Hunter of Gnolls. I don't know how many it takes to get that. 50, 100, who knows? Somebody knows. If you know, tell me. Thank you. What did we get there? It's something. Rusty Warhammer. Of course, it went into my range slot for no reason at all. Pointless. Elite Gnoll Guard. Oh, I don't have any mana. Okay. What's that? Gnoll Humorous. There was one more spot where there might be a higher level guy on the. Nice. Just leveled up our sleeves. Throw that in there. Let's put this in there. See how we do with that. Hello. Looks like we're getting about 3% experience towards the chest piece in our power slot per blue kill. Oh, what do we got? We got some pants. And I think, what are these? These are just 2 AC. No stats. These are 3 AC. Okay, upgrade. Alright. You found an echo of memory? Huh? What? You got one echo of memory on the corpse. These echoes are gratitude of the many heroes that have come before. I think that's a currency of some kind. That you can use in like the bazaar, maybe other places to do stuff. Scout. He's dubious. What is this guy doing here? I think he's for a quest. Don't want to kill him. Pretty sure he's a paladin, maybe cleric. Hail. Hail. No, he won't talk to me. Alright, let's kill this guy. I wish I could get a reliable source of information on some of the trade skill stuff. So if anybody knows, please let me know. Leave a comment or something. This war I've been finding, like it says it can be used in trade skills. From what I could tell, you could make like stuff with it, armor. It kind of seems to be like out of era. That like the items are dropping, but maybe not all the stuff you need is available, or like there's like a quest container that you use for the combine that isn't. I don't know. Let me know, please. Hmm. Oh, hello. Stunned me. I heard that they gave all of the races the frontal stun immunity that typically only ogres get. So that one must have been a back or side hit when I was coming out the door. Your backstab is less effective due to your unconventional weapon. Oh, okay. I'm just noticing that message, so maybe I should be using the Snake Fang. Alright, well, where is it? Legendary Snake Fang. Let's do that. We'll do that. This. Yeah, alright. So I gave my pet one of the scimitars, and then I'll use the Snake Fang in my primary slot and see what we do for damage. I've been backstabbing for, I don't know, 20-ish, 20s. Backstab, 29. 38 backstab. Is that rusty two-hander enchanted? Oh, split paw commander. And he's got a nullhide lariat. And he's red. Alright. I'm gonna put some work in on this guy. Tainted breath. Sicken. Your fierce attack is executed with such grace your target did not see it coming. What does that mean? I guess that's the frontal backstab thing. Alright, what do we get? Just a leather whip. Junk. What can we dump? That. Okay, let's take a look at the leather whip. 530. Yeah, junk. Got anything on this guy? Horn great staff. No pallet. 6. This guy. Hello. Okay, we got an enchanted rusty spear. These non-stackable null pelts are annoying. What was that? Quest items, sorted research. I don't know. Why does it seem so dark in here? Probably because I'm level 11 and still don't have a light source. No courier. Can we hail him? Hail. Doesn't seem to be saying anything. He's not there. Not there. Can't see. I guess I could quit the expedition. Yeah, let's quit the expedition. Okay. Alright, let's tag these guys. If we can. Clinging Darkness. Sicken. Tainted Breath. Ooh. Whoa. Alright. Oh boy. Yeah, this could. Okay. I was not expecting that many. Maybe they're not gonna. Yeah, this could be bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Clinging. Something happened. Leveled up my chess piece. I guess I'll just leave that in there. Oh, I'm at level 12 too. Nice. I'm getting I am getting AA experience now. Alright. I got 50% going to AAs. Alright. What was that? Rusty. Legendary Rusty Scythe. Alright, I'll take a look at it. 1951. T and slash and burst of flame. Okay, how much does it sell for? 2 gold, of course. Actually, I've been saving rusty stuff too to get some blacksmithing skill ups. Grab a bunch of sharpening stones and throw the rusties in the really no. Throw the rusties in the forge and yeah, it should depending on the weapon, it should get you to 20, 21ish, 20. I don't know, mid 20s. I guess. But just another thing that I'm not positive about on this server is whether those recipes work here. All right, let's take a break. All right, so we've popped into the bazaar, sold off some junk, and I gathered the rusty weapons I had been saving from my bank. Bought some sharpening stones, accidentally did a shift click when buying and forgot that they stack to 100 on this server. I definitely don't need 100. I meant to buy 20. But it was only 3 gold for 100 sharpening stones. So in the trade skill window, blacksmithing, I did a search for tarnished, and it looks like it's only matching on like the base weapons and not the enchanted or legendary ones. So I have a longsword, a scythe, have a warhammer, and a mace. I think the other, and a battle axe. So let's try that. Tarnished, small piece of. I can then use the tarnished weapons to make ore if I have water. Okay. Mace, combine. So you lack the skills to fashion the items. Okay, no problem. Just combine, lack. Okay. Maybe get some skill ups. Hopefully. Success. Tarnished mace, legendary. Okay. Sure. And where am I? Where are the skill ups? Okay, there they are. Sorry, I was scrolled up. Alright, tarnished spear, axe, sword, longsword, combine, auto inventory, combine, auto inventory, tarnished longsword, so another legendary, okay. Don't have any scimitars, battle axe, I do have that. Did that work? Tarnished axe, legendary, okay. So this is a decent way to get some early legendary gear, even though it's not great. It's better than Rusty's. Okay, looks like we got another legendary. Tarnished scythe. Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna try doing experiment. So I can put in whenever I want, and then I'm gonna try putting one of these enchanted ones in there with the sharpening stone and seeing what happens. It works. It works. It works. Tarnish, shortened spear, legendary. Okay. Alright, rusty knuckles. I don't know if those can be sharpened. Nope. Nope. It said rusty, so I saved it. Rusty battle axe, enchanted, combine. That worked. Tarnished battle axe, legendary. I guess you get legendaries out of every single tarnished you make. Rusty two-hander, enchanted, or maybe it's just because. Yeah, I don't know. Did I make? Nope, still rusty. Okay. Tarnished two-hander, legendary. Okay. Rusty broadsword, enchanted. Combine. A tarnished broadsword, legendary. I have a rusty scythe, legendary, and it has a burst of flame on it. And then I have a rusty shortened spear that is enchanted. Try this. I'm wondering if we upgrade that legendary scythe with making it tarnished, if it'll lose the effect. Tarnished, legendary. Okay, well, I guess I'll find out. Probably just gonna render it anyway, so Rusty scythe. Combine. Tarnished scythe. Tarnished. Yep, lost the effect. Oh well. It says it can be used in trade skills. So we're up to 16 blacksmithing. And we can, hang on a second. I don't know if you can switch back to the search or whatever you call this version. Where's this version of the window? Let's see. Let's limit that to like 35, and then we want 16. Search. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff here. Where's the? Yeah. So this stuff, like Shadowwalker's tunic material, I think you can buy these molds off of vendors, but to make the material you need a quest container, and I don't know where to get that container to do the combines to make the material. Tarnish. Try tarnished. Yeah, small brick of ore. Small piece of ore. And small brick of ore. How do you... I guess some things make a piece and some things make a brick? That sounds about right. Okay. So we need water flasks. Let's go find some water flasks. Alright, we went and grabbed some water flasks off of the vendor here in the bazaar. Tarnished stuff. I think we're not going to be able to do it through this because it doesn't like the legendary stuff. So I'll have to do it manually. Okay, so small piece, small brick. And to pull the... whoa, I actually failed one. What do you know? Right? Like the... yeah. Oh, man. Oh, well. To pull the single water off of the stack, I'm just using shift click. Okay, I never finished that. Rusty. Combine. Alright, we made the Tartarus Warhammer. Water. Combine that. Alright, tarnished. Water. Combine. It's kind of a bummer to know, or to find out that had a legendary Rusty with a proc and using the sharpening stone on it. What am I doing here? Makes you lose the proc. Alright, so we got some small bricks, small pieces, and a large brick. And then I think we can break down some of those into small pieces. So what are we up to? As far as skill, 21. I think that's as hard as we could go with that recipe. Look, 21 to like, let's say 56, and 21, so it's green now. Leveling plate. I don't know where that stuff comes from. Leveling block of ore, large. Okay. Generally, what I would do is make metal bits. Bit, metal bits. I don't see them. Maybe they're metal bits are 18. Ugh. And I think you need bits to do. 22 through 56. Let's see. What is the best path to skill up? No. Something simple. Is that metal bits? Metal bits file. I'd like to know how to do this bloodling plate stuff. Neptella oil, I think that's Lachlan. What about a scalar? Scalar is 41. Metal bit, scalar mold, water flask. Okay. Piece of ore. So I break down those. Make small piece. Small piece of ore. Small piece of ore. What is this? Just tarnish spear. Small piece of ore, chisel, and a brick. I think that makes like 2 or 4. And then you could also use the chisel on the large brick. Okay, so maybe we'll break those down and make metal bits. Alright, so I'm not going to draw this out too much. I did check out the smithing chisel, and it was like, I don't know, 3 plat, something like that. For a couple skill ups that I may have gotten to break down those other pieces of ore, I just rendered the ore and bought the small pieces of ore that I would have gotten if I was successful in breaking them down. So let's make some metal bits with metal bits. Search metal bits. There we go. Combine auto limit. Oh, we're making 2 each. I forgot about that too. All right, 2. And then I bought some file molds to try and skill up on those. Did we get a success? Combine. All right, so we burned through the ore. We made. Okay, well that makes sense. We used 2 ore. We made 2 metal bits. I think file mold was file. File trivial. Why did I buy so many of those? Combine. All right, and then I think it was arrowheads or something. Arrow. Fill point arrowheads that I was looking at. That looked like those would be decent for skilling up. Trivial at 41. All right, we're getting skill ups. That's I like that. Oh, we're making 20 per. I mean, these are junk. Like these are the lowest level component for latching. Like you could buy them off a vendor for like 3 copper each or something silly. We're at 33. We run out of water? We're running out of water. Oh no. Alright, let's get some more water. Alright, we got our water. Field point. Arrowheads. Combine. 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 Alright. We're up to 37. Blacksmithing skill. And we burned through our ore. What I was hoping to do, banded, was make myself some banded armor. But is that not a thing here? Banded. So that might have been a waste of time if I can't make myself some armor. 38 or like 128. Trying to think. Boots. Boot. What do we got? Several plate boot template. This stuff. So I have this ore. But where are you supposed to combine that stuff? I have 9 pieces of this ore that I got from Blackborough, and I'm pretty sure you can buy the tempering chemicals, the coal, and the hammer off of a vendor. But it only makes a template, and then I think you're supposed to use that template in a quest combine container with more ore. Yeah. I don't know. So most of the iron plate, iron chain, crude. Yeah, so this stuff, iron ore, I don't know. Oh well. Um, yeah, I'll have to look up whether or not you can actually still make banded armor. Blacksmithing in this version of EverQuest. One other thing I was gonna do is I got an extra starter leather collar, and I already have an enchanted one, so I was gonna throw that into my this slot and then power it up a little bit. We got 36 per 35, 36%. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll put this guy back in the power slot there. All right, guys. This was a bit of all over the place, but we made some serious progress. We are now level 12. Got a bunch of new spells. Got some new gear. Figured out that backstab works better when you're using a dagger. I suspected, but hadn't noticed that chat message saying it wasn't working very well. Yeah. So we'll figure out something to do next time. We got some titles. So we got Hunter of Gnolls and I think it was like Hunter of Beasts or something. Um, I think we're gonna call it quits here. As always, appreciate you guys watching. Drop a comment, answer some of my questions if you know more than me about this game. I'm having a hard time getting trade skill information, getting info on quests. Maybe both of those things are like completely unimportant in this game, this version of the game. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I'm having fun. Looking forward to progressing. We have gotten a little bit of alternate advancement experience. Um, some new gear. Yeah, okay. I'm just rambling. So, again, thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell me I'm dumb. Tell me what I could be doing better. Um, Tell me if I can still make bandit armor, because I'd love to fill some of these empty slots. My other option, I guess, was tailoring. I could make some like some leather just to get the AC. But yeah. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.